some of the previous videos, we have seen the magnificence of numbers 3, 6 and 9. They behave differently than the other numbers, and these three numbers profoundly reveal some secrets of the universe. This is what Nikola Tesla, the great scientist and inventor, referred as the universal code that is woven into the fabric of reality. It's a numerical resonance and signature of design that is embedded in the geometry of existence, from circles to spirals to vortex mathematics and sacred geometry. The yin-yang symbol, very well known in Chinese philosophy, also has a connection to the universal numbers of 3, 6 and 9. And understanding the synchrony of 369 reveals deeper universal secrets. The circle can be infinitely divided, which returns back to the singularity. One of the circle divisions is a nonagon, which has 9 sides of 140 degrees, which also has a deep significance where the 140 degrees multiplied by 9 adds to 1260 and gives a base number of 9. The Solfeggio frequencies are a set of 9 ancient tones that were sung extensively as Sanskrit mantras and also as Gregorian chants within the churches. These frequencies that existed in mantras of yoga and Vedic philosophy were later discovered by 20th century sound researchers. Each tone carries a unique vibrational quality said to promote healing and consciousness expansion. These 9 frequencies range from 174 Hertz to 285 Hertz to 396 Hertz, 417 Hertz, 528 Hertz, 639 Hertz, 741 Hertz, 852 Hertz, and 963 Hertz. Let's take a closer look. Every Solfeggio frequency, when reduced numerically by adding its digits, equals 3, 6, or 9. Like 396, for example, you add 3 plus 9 plus 6, which gives us 18, and then 18 is also reduced as 1 plus 8, which gives us 9. 417 Hertz, which is 4 plus 1 plus 7 is equal to 12, and then when that is reduced, it gives us 3. 528, and when we add 5 plus 2 plus 8, it gives us 15, and in additional, if we reduce that 1 plus 5, it gives us 6. All these frequencies reduce to either 3, 6 or 9. Can you claim this as coincidence or it's a hidden mathematical code of creation? Digging deeper at these frequencies, there is also a master number that is involved, 111, that is considered significant in numerology, often interpreted as new beginnings, intuition, and manifestation of thoughts into reality. 111 is seen as a wake-up call, often appearing when you are aligned with life path or need to focus thoughts. 111 represents unity of mind, body, and spirit, the divine triad or the balance of 3 polarities, and there is 3 group of these frequencies in the Solfeggio chart, often linked to divine messages or angelic codes in modern Western astrological circles. Literally everything in existence, from galaxies to cells, the thoughts, the emotions, and including each and every one of us, are vibrating with certain energy and frequency. And when we understand how to work with the frequency, we begin to tap into the subtle forces that shape our reality. Ancient cultures, scientists, and inventors like Nikola Tesla knew about this. Modern science is rediscovering it again, where sound is one of the most powerful tools we have. It has been incorporated as Gregorian chants of the churches, the meditation music, mantras that have been dedicated to various deities and planets. You may wonder why listening to certain scales, frequencies, and types of music makes you feel energized fully in the mind, body, and spirit. It's a symphony of frequencies. When we are in tune, we feel peace, clarity, and health. When we are out of tune, we feel anxiety, illness, and imbalance. Sound is so powerful, it can heal us from inside, even our core DNA, and unlock the wisdom and make us more equipped by aligning the body with natural frequencies of the universe. In this video, we are exploring the Solfeggio frequencies and how Nikola Tesla's mysterious 369 chord connection to music frequency and various planetary frequencies are based on the orbital periods. So let's start off with the Solfeggio frequencies. 174 Hertz is the foundation and also responsible for the pain relief. 285 Hertz is restoration of tissue and restores the form. 396 Hertz is about liberating guilt and fear. 417 Hertz is about undoing situations and facilitating change. 528 Hertz is about DNA repair and transformation. 639 Hertz is about harmonizing relationships. 741 Hertz is about awakening your inner intuition. 852 Hertz is about returning back to the spiritual order and to the dharma, the principles of the order in this world. 963 Hertz is about connection to the divine consciousness. Every planet in our solar system is not just a body of mass, it's a musical note in the grand cosmic symphony. There is a certain tuning into the sound of planets based on their orbital periods, and we'll explore how their frequencies are calculated and how they resonate with our minds, bodies, and soul. This method of converting planetary orbital periods into frequencies is called the cosmic octave. It follows simple mathematical steps. You take the time it takes a planet to orbit the sun and then convert that orbital period into seconds on Earth, as we are all living on Earth, and then the resulting frequency is raised by octaves, which involves multiplying by 2 until it enters the human audible range of 20 Hertz to about 20,000 Hertz. Let's take an example of Venus, whose orbital period is 224.701 days, and that number of seconds in a day on Earth, which is 86,400 seconds, which is converted to seconds for getting the orbital period for Venus. And then the base frequency is obtained, which is raised by the octaves, which is multiplying by 2 repeatedly, which gives us the audible frequency for Venus as 221.22 Hertz. It is not strange that some popular love songs in the movies synchronize and align with this frequency. Another example for the Sun, which makes an orbital period of 365.256 days, which is converted to seconds, and then the base frequency is obtained, which is raised by the octaves of multiplying by 2 repeatedly, which gives the audible frequency for the Sun as 126.222 Hertz. Let's take another example of Moon, whose orbital period is 27.32 days, which is converted to seconds, and then the base frequency is obtained, which is raised by octaves, which is multiplying by 2 repeatedly, which gives the audible frequency for the Moon as 210.423 Hertz. So calculating similarly For other planets, and including Rahu and Ketu as well, also in the calculations, gives the number of octaves raised to obtain the audible frequency for all the 9 planets, as you can see in this table. Everything in the universe is vibrating. Every planet, every emotion, every thought, at the quantum core of our existence. We are not just matter, we are subtle vibrations. The body, mind, and emotions respond to resonant frequencies. Ancient civilizations and modern science both agree that tuning to the right frequency is the key to all the health, clarity, and the achievements. Each planet in astrology symbolizes a part of inner psychology and emits a frequency based on its orbit. These aren't just metaphorical tones brought into the audible range using octave scaling, layering the Solfeggio frequencies, which are sacred sound tones used in ancient chants and now by modern science in DNA healing and consciousness expansion. The magic happens when you combine a planetary frequency with the Solfeggio tone aligned to your goal. If you want confidence and leadership, use the Sun 126.22 Hz plus the 528 Hz for transformation. Need focus and productivity, use Mercury 141.27 Hz and then the 417 Hz, which will clear all the mental blocks. Desire better relationships, use Venus 221.23 Hz and 639 Hz, which is the emotional harmony. Need motivation and drive, use Mars 144.72 Hz and 396 Hz, which is releasing fear, activating the root energy as well. Seeking abundance and growth, use Jupiter 183.58 Hz and plus the 528 Hz or the 852 Hz to manifest higher vision. Craving spiritual insight, use Ketu 234.16 Hz and 963 Hz for a divine connection. You don't need high-end gear, just a simple frequency generator, headphones, or even YouTube video. We'll cover which specific mantras in another video where you can chant mantras with these tones, meditate with eyes closed, or play them in the background while working. Even a few minutes a day can retune your field to what you wish to create. We all have a subtle body. Your chakras are the energy wheels, and the planets, they are the cosmic forces spinning those wheels. There is a mystical connection between the 7 chakras and the 9 planetary energies that govern the mind, body, and the karma. Chakras are energy centers located along the spine, each linked to physical organs, emotions, and spiritual evolution. When they are open, energy flows. When blocked, imbalance follows. But did you know that in Vedic astrology, each chakra is associated with the planet? Going from the root to the crown, let's unveil the planetary rulers of each chakra. The root chakra of the Muladhara chakra is ruled by the planet Saturn, whose role is survival, structure, discipline. Saturn grounds us. It gives us stability, routine, and the endurance to build a life. The sacral chakra or the Swadhisthana is ruled by planet Moon or the Chandra, whose role is emotions, fluidity, and creativity. The Moon governs the emotional tides, the sensuality, and need for connection. The solar plexus chakra, which is the Manipura, ruled by the planet Sun or the Surya, whose role is ego, willpower, personal authority. The Sun is the inner fire. It defines the purpose, identity, and self-confidence. The heart chakra or the Anahata chakra, ruled by the planet Venus or Shukra, whose role is love, compassion, and harmony. Venus softens the soul. It brings beauty, affection, and emotional balance. The throat chakra or the Vishuddha chakra, ruled by the planet Mercury or Buddha, the role is communications, expression, and truth. Mercury is your voice. It helps you speak clearly and think critically. The third eye chakra, or the Ajna chakra, ruled by the planet Rahu, or the North Node, whose role is perception, illusion, karmic vision. The Rahu sharpens the mind or clouds it. It can do either one of them. It controls futuristic thinking, obsession, and spiritual insight. The crown chakra, or the Sahasrara, is ruled by the planet Ketu, or the South Node, whose role is liberation, detachment, moksha. Ketu is the mystic. It leads to enlightenment, cutting off worldly attachments. And then there is two more planets that influence multiple chakras. Mars, or Mangala, energizes the root and the solar plexus, action, courage, and fire. So these are the assisting planets. Jupiter, or Guru, empowers the throat, heart, and the third eye, which is wisdom, faith, expansion. Jupiter is the teacher. Mars is the warrior. When a planet is weak in your birth chart, the chakra it rules may show signs of blockages. Conversely, strengthening the chakra through mantra, breath, or meditation can balance the grahas of the planet influence. This creates a powerful energy between your inner energy body and the external cosmic rhythm. The spine is the sacred axis. The planets are the guiding lights. Align them and you unlock your highest potential. You are like a symphony. The planets are instruments. When you align your chakras with their frequencies and amplify with Solfeggio tunes, you don't just live, you thrive. Sound is not just heard, it is felt. It vibrates every atom in your body. These frequencies aren't just notes, they are energy codes that resonate with specific chakras and the emotional states. From the base of the spine to the crown of the head, each Solfeggio tone, along with the planetary frequency, tunes you to a different spiritual bandwidth. So the next time you meditate, chant, or even just listen music for a few minutes in a day, remember these frequencies may be more than just sound. They may be the language of the cosmos. You can use these frequencies in your daily meditation through tuning forks, binaural beats, or even musical compositions. Tune into the stars, the Mars for energy, Jupiter for the wisdom, Ketu for transcendence. In this video, we are going to explore how our breath and prana is connected to the cosmos. Let's begin with Earth having a heartbeat of its own. It beats at a frequency, a rhythm of steady 7.83 Hertz, which adds to the magic number of 9 when 18 is reduced again to the root numbers. It's called the Schumann resonance, the electromagnetic pulse resonating between the surface of Earth and the ionosphere above. This was discovered by the physicist Winfried Otto Schumann in 1952. This low-frequency vibration is more than a scientific curiosity. It's a subtle signal that synchronizes our brain waves, our biological rhythms, and even our consciousness. Brainwave states like alpha, relaxed awareness, and theta, deep meditation, resonate closest to the 7.83 Hertz. We have seen in the previous videos how the ancient world of India, about 3,500 years ago, understood the secret of 108 or 108. 108 energy lines or nadis converging at the heart chakra. Let's start with the moon and the earth correlation. The distance between the earth and the moon is roughly 108 times the moon's moon diameter. And this is not the only cosmic synchrony with the magic of 108. The Sun is about 108 times the diameter of Earth, and the distance between the Earth and the Sun is also approximately 108 times the diameter of the Sun. Ancient cultures from India to Egypt to South America revered this number. Modern astronomy is starting to decode and wonder about the precision of these cosmic harmonies. Three celestial bodies, three sacred ratios, all pointing to one number, 108. Is this pure coincidence, or is the universe speaking a mathematical mantra, a cosmic rhythm embedded in space and scale and time? The number 108 is special in our Milky Way galaxy, from the orbits of planets to the spirals of galaxies, the nakshatras, and the lunar mansions. The universe dances to divine proportion, and somehow 108 seems to be one of its favorite steps. Right now, pause for a moment and notice your breath. Is it flowing more through your left nostril or the right nostril? Ancient yogis observed something profound, that our breath doesn't flow equally through both nostrils all the time. It alternates, it polarizes roughly every 90 to 150 minutes, and varying based on multiple factors of emotions and activity, and different people may experience the cycle of 90 to 150 minutes between when the right nostril is dominant and the left nostril is dominant. It's a silent dance of the polarity. Running all along our spine, woven like twin serpents, are two invisible currents, the Ida Nadi, the lunar or the moon channel, and the Pingala Nadi, the solar or the sun channel. Ida flows on the left side, connected to the right brain. It governs intuition, creativity, emotion, and calmness. Pingala flows on the right side, tied to the left brain. It powers logic, action, structure, and produces heat. Each time one nostril becomes dominant, it activates the opposite hemisphere of the brain, a rhythmic, neurological, and energetic balancing act that happens throughout the day, silently, intelligently, and effortlessly all through our life. When both nostrils flow equally, a third channel awakens, the Sushumna Nadi, the central axis of consciousness. Breath is not just oxygen. It's the bridge between the body and the mind, between stillness and energy, between the seen and the unseen. In Sanskrit, the word Prāṇāyāma is made of two parts. Prana, which means the life force or the subtle energy that animates all living beings, and the Yama, meaning to control, to regulate, or to master. So Prāṇāyāma isn't just breathwork, it is the art of mastering the life energy within you through consciousness and rhythmic breathing. By learning to control the breath, you calm the mind, balance the nervous system, and awaken the dormant energy that centers deep within. Modern science is now beginning to understand what the yogis knew for millennia, that your breath is the remote control for your brain and the gateway to altered states of consciousness. Did you know that every 2 hours and 24 minutes, the body silently switches the gears? Without you even realizing it, your breath alternates the dominance between the right and the left activating different energies, modes, and even brain functions. This rhythmic shift is part of a built-in cosmic mechanism described in ancient yogic science as the Swara cycle. The right nostril activates the Pingala Nadi, the solar dynamic and the logical energy, while the left nostril activates the Ida Nadi, your lunar, intuitive, calming energy. Together, they create a rhythmic polarity, and it's a dance and a delicate dance, like the inhale and the exhale of the universe inside the body itself. There is a magic number 10. In one full day of 24 hours, the breath ideally alternates about 10 times, each switch happening roughly every 2 hours and 24 minutes. These 10 segments are called as Yamas, ancient units of yogic time, describing how energy flows through each one of us, governing the mental states, the moods, and even the performance throughout the day. When you breathe in rhythm, it is in sync. Your nervous system stays balanced, your mind remains centered, and the body knows when to act and when to rest. But when it's out of sync through stress, poor sleep, or digital overload, that natural harmony ends up getting disrupted. Take a deep breath, not just with your lungs, but with awareness. Did you know we breathe approximately 21,600 times a day? That's about 15 breaths every minute, 900 every hour, and 10,800 every half day or 12 hours. And here's the cosmic connection. The moon's diameter is 2,160 miles. There are 10 yamas, yogic divisions of time, in a full day. So what happens when you multiply 2160 into 10 yamas? You get 21,600, the exact number of pranic breaths in a day. The rhythm of the breath resembles the orbit of the moon, and the timing of your day are all flowing in one sacred harmony. In the Vedas, Lord Shiva says, when your breath becomes conscious, it leads you back to the Supreme Self. So, as you inhale, as you pause in stillness, hum as you exhale. So hum as you inhale and exhale. These three syllables mean I am He, not separate from the divine, but one with the divine and the universe. Ever noticed how your emotions can flip in an instant? One moment you're anxious, the next you're angry, then comes grief, jealousy, maybe a burst of love, followed by doubt, and even days of sadness. We live entangled in emotions, sometimes without even realizing where they come from and why they feel so overwhelming. Ancient yogis in India saw something science is only beginning to understand, that your emotions are not random but are deeply influenced by the breath, the nervous system, and the two primary energy channels that run along your spine, the Ida and the Pingala. The Ida Nadi, flowing on the left side, connects to the right brain, which is the seed of all the emotions, memory, intuition, and deep feelings. The Pingala Nadi on the right side connects to the left brain, governing logic, action, control, and the outward expression. But when these two energies fall out of balance and out of sequence, you might feel stuck in anger, trapped in anxiety, or drowned in a lot of grief, leading to depression, burnout, or emotional numbness. It's not just in your head, it's in the breath, and it's in your nadi systems as well. You're not just flesh and bones, energy vibrating through 7 sacred centers, each one tuned to a different frequency of consciousness, and each one influenced by a celestial body. These are your chakras, the 7 wheels of energy that govern your body, mind, and spirit. Just like planets orbit the sun, your energy flows in orbits too, guided by the grahas, the planetary archetypes of Vedic astrology. The Muladhara, or the root chakra at the base of the spine, lies the foundation. It is governed by Saturn, and planet of stability, discipline, and survival, and Mars provides the fire to protect that ground. Swadhisthana chakra, or the sacral chakra, this is the ocean of emotion, sensuality, and flow, ruled by the moon. It governs the desires, creativity, and the different cycles. Manipura, or the solar plexus chakra, the seat of the willpower and personal power, solar energy shines through the sun, supported by Mars for courage and Jupiter for the wise action. Anahata chakra, or the heart chakra, the chakra of love, compassion, and unity, ruled by Venus, the planet of harmony and devotion, with Jupiter uplifting with divine wisdom. Vishuddha chakra, or the throat chakra, the voice, your truth, your communication center, ruled by Mercury, the master of expression. Jupiter again gives higher meaning to your words. Agnya chakra, or the third eye chakra, the gateway to inner vision and psychic insight, governed by Rahu, the shadow planet of mystery and illusion. It reveals the unseen when mastered. Sahasrara chakra, or the crown chakra, at the top of your head, the 1,000-petal lotus, is the Sahasrara, the seat of transcendence and pure consciousness. It is ruled by Ketu, the headless mystic, guiding you beyond this material realm. You are the universe, condensed into 7 centers of light. Let the planets also guide your awakening. For consideration, purely taking as an example, every 2 hours and 24 minutes, the body automatically and naturally switches to the dominant nostril, alternating between Ida and Pingla, between the feeling and action, between the yin and the yang. You can notice this on a weekend, probably when you're relaxing and not doing a lot of action, or not involved in a lot of streaming videos and senseless action. This is the body's built-in emotional regulation system, and when you become aware of it, you reclaim your power. You breathe, but your breath controls the brain as well. Ancient yogis spoke of 2 energy channels, the Ida and the Pingla nadis, shaping every thought, mood, and action. Modern science describes a very similar duality in our autonomous nervous system, or the autonomic nervous system. The Ida nadi, flowing on the left, connects with your right brain hemisphere. It governs the intuition, rest, emotion, and inner awareness. It reflects the parasympathetic nervous system, the body's natural state of rest, digestion, and healing. The Pingla nadi on the right activates the left brain hemisphere, governing logic, the drive, the speech, the outward action. It mirrors the sympathetic nervous system, our responses of fight, flight, and activation, the fight and the flight. As these 2 nadis spiral up the spine, they cross every chakra and converge at the Agnya chakra, this space between the eyebrows, right where the pineal and the pituitary glands reside. The pineal gland, often called the seat of the soul, regulates the sleep, intuition, and the circadian rhythm. The pituitary gland, the master gland, is controlling the entire endocrine system, managing growth, hormones, and healing. When Ida and Pingla are balanced, the breath becomes centered, the glands synchronize, and the nervous activity and the system itself shifts into harmony. This activates the Sushumna Nadi, the central channel of spiritual awakening, a moment when breath, body, and the brain become one.